side control, it's really loose. Daniel's working back into guard. And what's he doing first? Usually when he works into guard, this knee slides through here, right? Okay. And if I crowd that space so that he can't quite hip out as much, a lot of times the guy will just slide the knee through without really hipping out very much, so I can pop up here, right? It's really simple, okay? But I put my hand on the hip to keep him from sliding anymore, come up here, and then I have to start right away grabbing this leg, right? Usually when you get here, the guy's already thinking about defending, right? So when you get here, he'll already start to cross his legs and things like that, okay? This is okay. When you guys get into this position, just make sure you're controlling the knee, push it this way, and then I'm just gonna go here, slide through, right? And he's gonna like re-grab and re-control and all this kind of stuff. If he triangles his legs all the way here, like this is actually even worse because I can foot lock this straight in. Okay, so I work this first where he's crossing over, where I reach over this way, and I go figure four, okay? I don't need anything beyond a figure four grip. It's actually a super tight way to do it because I'm actually going to break his leg when I do it. Hip forward here, spin. Okay, I'm going to push my armpit back. It's kind of a very intuitive motion. If I'm here and the guy starts to straighten this leg, right, of course I've got the heel hook here still. I'm making sure that I'm attacking the back of his knee, something else we were kind of paying attention to, right? But if he crosses here and he keeps the legs crossed, but he's not quite triangling them, I can dig under here and then go around this one. And I want you guys to be super careful when you get here because I've personally had my leg hurt doing this before. I haven't somebody do it to me. Very dangerous, right? So I have three sort of submissions from here depending on how bent his legs are, right? The first one is that Achilles crush going on this one like we did before, or straight foot locks, right? The second is kind of a sideways sort of like a knee bar going against this one, and that depends on how straight his foot is, or his leg is. And then the third one is kind of like a crushing, nasty Achilles lock. It's really bad, right? So this is sort of a Texas cloverleaf, like hellbillies we call it, you know? That's usually what we call it here, because it's Richmond, man. What do you call it? So the guy's here. You know, I could have done this, right? And then he's sliding that knee in to try to get some space, and then I go right to this, right? And that's pretty common. But before I sit back, I want to slow everything down here, right? And as I'm popping this leg up, he's going ahead and trying to hide that leg. When he crosses here, I'm still going to get this here by opening it up. Even if the guy's able to triangle his legs or whatever, I can still just whittle that foot in. Just take your time. You're going to get a good position here. You know, from here, I've gotten this leg secured. If he triangles, okay, goes pretty far in here. So I'm just meeting his heel right with my hand, pushing out at the shin here. Elbows in, hips forward just a little bit. Sometimes your hips don't even have to engage pretty deep. Okay. He starts to uncross his feet from that right here. Just if it's here, you can always go back to the heel hook, right? But from here, he starts to uncross. I go under this one, and that's pretty much it. You know, pushing your hips in.
Yeah, that was a different submission.
Yeah. We don't usually call that a submission. We call that like a $5 tip. Makes sense, guys? Feel pretty good about that? Okay. Anybody need to see it again? Straightforward. Okay, let's work it. Mind the Johnson when you're in there in the last one.